children, we as the adults, we never differentiate play is different and learning is different. So for them, playing is learning and learning is playing. So not only that, if you see, they are in a rapid growth. So for them, if you ask them to sit quietly and listen to you, it's like it's a crime. They need vigorous movement. So through that movements, they will grow themselves and concretely hand down experience. If you give them concretely, let them feel. If suppose children are playing in the sand, so consciously, if you give them space, they can see, oh, the floor is wet, or the floor is dry, or the sand this is light, or this is heavy. All those things. So give them concretely experience, and when the child really name for that experience, then as a facilitator, if you supply at the right time a precise word to their experience, then it makes meaningful for the child. Otherwise, just mugging up, it doesn't make any sense to them. So here, concretely, we are giving them a space to explore and experience. So you, as a facilitator, you are there just to see what is happening, how is happening, so that you can relate that to the time pass.
ProtoVillage fundamentally works on 9 basic needs, which are food, water, shelter, clothing, energy, connectivity, education, enterprise, healthcare, and disaster management. They also have an educational pedagogy which includes 4 principles, which are self, tools, expression, environment. This grid provides a foundational matrix for curriculum development. So as you can see in the table, when one of the 9 basic needs is chosen and connected with one educational element, it creates a narrative for learning. This narrative is then translated into an activity which the children can perform in groups and alone. These activities help them learn a particular concepts. Here are a few examples. Many such activities have been formulated with the permutations and combinations of 9 basic needs and 4 educational elements in the grid, which cater to large part of NCERT syllabus. The repository of 700 activities is divided into recons and missions, which is further divided into grade, that is age of child, and expected learning outcome for that age. Here is an example. These activities are further organized with the NCERT requirements as well. The learnings from specific grades are also connected to the NCERT syllabus, which means the activities assigned take care of what the learning abilities the child has to go through in this age and made sure that they go through the required learning abilities by mastering the learning activities. My challenge as a designer was to bring in the requirements of all stakeholders and design something which accommodates everyone. On one hand, students' needs, on the other the parents' needs, which are NCERT syllabus, and ProtoVillage's curricular requirements was on the one side. First, we came up with a schedule with all the inputs from the stakeholders accommodating all the insights. The schedule had games for the students, Proto's curricular activities which delivered age-appropriate learnings according to the NCERT syllabus and also focused on the areas students were lacking. The day used to start with physical games for physical exhaustion. Then we did activities to calm down and balance the mind and body. Then we used to focus on making something creatively with materials and narratives for mental exercise and creativity. This helped the kids to self-initiate learning and find a good way of expression and communication. Post that, when the kids were completely willing to listen and thirsty to learn new things, we introduced them to interesting topics related to their daily life, one by one, and their learning and introduction to new subjects started to happen from that way.
The cosmos egg suddenly heated up and blast. We call that Big Bang happened. There was a Death Star remaining from the explosion. The Death Star started attracting gas.
Post these engagements, students used to engage in activities of making things where they would learn hard sciences through activities such as this. The exuberance in the place was kind of a receipt of the joy children were experiencing when learning important things. And we asked, what is creativity? These were reactions all students gave. This leaves us with the question, if classrooms can be this exuberant and joyful, why are we doing the same things? Small design interventions can bring in so much of change. What is the need of sad faces and boxy classrooms?